Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of wealth and influence as we explore the 10 richest black billionaires in 2025. Now, we're not just talking about folks who've got more money than they can count, although, let's be honest, that's definitely part of it. These individuals have not only amassed incredible fortunes but have also made significant impacts in their respective industries and communities. We're talking about game changers, folks who've broken down barriers and redefined what success looks like. So buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through the lives of these extraordinary individuals. First up, we've got the big dog himself, the Sultan of Cement, the king of the Dangote group, Aliko Dangote. This Nigerian business magnate is a household name not just in Africa but across the globe. Cement might not be glamorous, but when you control as much of the industry as Dangote does, you're building empires. Massive factories, construction sites, and Dangote making deals like the boss he is. But his ambition doesn't stop at cement. He's into oil, sugar, fertilizer, you name it. Investing heavily in Nigeria, creating jobs, boosting the economy, and proving Africa is open for business. A true inspiration, showing the world that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. Next up, we're stepping into the world of tech with David Steward, the co-founder and chairman of Worldwide Technology, a billion-dollar IT provider. Now, this isn't your Silicon Valley startup story with beanbag chairs and ping-pong tables. Steward's journey is one of resilience, determination, and a whole lot of hustle. Imagine this: boardrooms buzzing with energy, screens glowing with complex data, and Steward, with his calm demeanor and sharp business acumen, navigating the ever-evolving tech landscape like a boss. He's not just selling technology, he's building the infrastructure for the future. We're talking about data centers that could make Google jealous, government contracts that would make your head spin, and a client list that reads like a who's who of the Fortune 500. But Steward's impact goes beyond the balance sheet. He's a passionate advocate for diversity in tech, mentoring young entrepreneurs and creating pathways for underrepresented communities to thrive in the digital age. He's living proof that you don't need a hoodie and a Stanford degree to conquer the tech world, just a vision, a work ethic, and the audacity to dream big. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to meet a man who's not only made billions but also given away millions in the most epic way possible. I'm talking about Robert F. Smith, the private equity titan who famously paid off the student loan debt of an entire graduating class at Morehouse College. Yeah, you heard that right, the whole class. Now, before we get to that mic drop moment, let's rewind a bit. Smith's story is one for the books. From chemical engineer to investment banker to private equity kingpin, he's conquered Wall Street with his sharp mind and strategic brilliance. We're talking about billion-dollar deals, high-stakes negotiations, and a Rolodex that would make even the most connected politician jealous. But what sets Smith apart is his unwavering commitment to using his wealth for good. He's not just writing checks, he's investing in education, empowering underrepresented entrepreneurs, and bridging the racial wealth gap. He's a shining example of how success is best measured not just by how much you earn, but by how much you give back. Alexander Karp, the Data Disruptor. Enter the world of big data with Alexander Karp, CEO of Palantir Technologies, a company so secretive, it makes the CIA look like an open book. Palantir builds software for governments and intelligence agencies, tracking terrorists, predicting crime, and raising eyebrows. Picture dimly lit rooms with screens displaying complex algorithms, Karp pacing with urgency. Karp's vision is to use data to solve complex problems, from pandemics to cyber attacks. Critics argue Palantir's technology raises serious privacy concerns and gives governments unprecedented surveillance capabilities. Love him or hate him, Alexander Karp is a visionary changing the world, one algorithm at a time. Mike Adenuga, the Telecom Tycoon. Hold on tight as we journey to Nigeria to meet Mike Adenuga, the man who built a telecom empire from the ground up. We're talking about Globacom, a company that went from a small player in a crowded market to a telecom giant, connecting millions across West Africa. Imagine this: brightly colored Globacom towers dotting the landscape, oil tankers sailing across the ocean, Adenuga, in a sharp suit, striding through his corporate headquarters, and animated graphics showing the reach of his network. This is a man who understands the power of connection, the importance of communication, and the potential of technology to transform lives. But Adenuga's story is more than just cell phones and data plans. He's a self-made billionaire who started with nothing and built an empire through sheer grit and determination. He's a risk-taker, an innovator, and a true pioneer in the African business world. Abdulsamad Rabiu, the Industrialist. Get ready to meet a man who's made his fortune in the sweetest way possible, literally. Abdulsamad Rabiu, the founder of BUA Group, is a Nigerian industrialist who's built a multi-billion-dollar empire on sugar, cement, and real estate. Imagine this: sprawling factories humming with activity, mountains of sugar glistening in the sun, cement trucks rumbling through bustling cities, and Rabiu in a hard hat and reflective vest, inspecting his operations with a keen eye. He's a man who understands the importance of infrastructure, the value of hard work, and the power of building something tangible. But Rabiu's impact goes beyond bricks and mortar. He's a philanthropist who's dedicated to giving back to his community, investing in education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation. He's a true believer in the power of business to drive positive change and create a better future for all. Michael Jordan, the GOAT of business. From the basketball court to the boardroom, Michael Jordan isn't just a legend on the court, he's a force to be reckoned with in the business world. We all know MJ as the guy who defied gravity, sank game-winning shots, and led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships. But what's even more impressive is how he's parlayed that athletic prowess into a business empire that would make even the savviest CEOs jealous. Imagine this: close-ups of Air Jordans, the iconic Jumpman logo, stock tickers flashing with the latest Nike stock prices, glimpses into Jordan's lavish lifestyle, and MJ himself in impeccably tailored suits holding court at NBA events. This is a man who understands branding, marketing, and the power of building a global icon. He's not just selling shoes, he's selling a lifestyle, a dream, a piece of the Jordan legend. Get ready to journey to South Africa, where we meet Patrice Motsepe, a man who's mined his way to the top and is using his wealth to uplift his community. Imagine this: vast gold and platinum mines stretching across the African landscape, boardrooms filled with maps highlighting mining operations, Motsepe in a suit and tie, meeting with government officials and community leaders, and scenes of his foundation's work in rural villages. Motsepe is a man who understands the importance of giving back, of using his success to create opportunities for others. He's a passionate advocate for education, healthcare, and economic empowerment, and he's putting his money where his mouth is, investing heavily in initiatives to uplift disadvantaged communities. Get ready to step into the world of hip-hop and high finance with Jay-Z, the rapper turned business mogul who's built an empire that spans music, fashion, and beyond. We all know Jay-Z as one of the greatest rappers of all time, with hit after hit, a lyrical genius who's redefined hip-hop. But what's even more impressive is how he's transformed himself from a street hustler to a boardroom titan, building a business empire that would make even the most seasoned CEOs envious. Imagine this: studio sessions with gold records lining the walls, high-powered meetings at Roc Nation, his entertainment company, red carpet appearances with Beyoncé by his side, and drone shots of his luxurious properties. Jay-Z is the epitome of hustle, a man who understands the power of branding, diversification, and always staying ahead of the game. Get ready to meet a man who's made magic both on and off the court. Earvin "Magic" Johnson, the legendary point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, is not just a basketball icon, he's a business mogul who's built an empire that spans real estate, entertainment, and sports ownership. Imagine this: highlight reels of Magic's dazzling passes and no-look assists, ribbon-cutting ceremonies at his real estate developments, meetings with his investment team at Equitrust Life Insurance Company, and close-ups of Magic in the owner's box at various sporting events. This is a man who understands the power of his brand, the importance of giving back to his community, and the value of investing in the future. These 10 black billionaires of 2025 have redefined what success looks like in industries that once excluded them. Each has forged a path not just to wealth, but to power, representation, and reinvestment in their communities. Their stories are more than financial achievements. They're blueprints for global impact, legacy building, and generational change. Through tech, sports, fashion and finance, these visionaries are architects of a more equitable future.